Good morning and welcome back to Plot 1. I'm having a disaster already this morning. Put a can of Pepsi in my bag and before I'd even got to the allotment it popped in the bag. I don't know what happened, but my boot is full of Pepsi and my bag is too. It's soaked through my drills. It's made everything wet and sticky. My battery charger for my phone, I don't know if that'll still work, but yeah, the joys, the joys. So I've just put that out to dry in the sun now, so that's there drying, and then that's everything. I've just tipped out the bag my bloody, what do you call it, support, my support for my wrist, my thumb, that's sticky, so that'll need a wash. Bloody hell. What are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? So, we're here at the plot again. Today, I wanted to finish the shed. So we've bought the felt, so we're going to stick that up. We're going to do a little bit of work on the shed itself. And then the rest. I want to get my carrots, parsnips, carrots, parsnips, beetroot, and something else in this weekend. So what I might do is build a couple of beds and get them in, and I also want to de-weed this bed because the onions are coming up lovely now, but as you can see there's loads of weeds in there, so I want to get in there and de-weed that. I need to sort out this bindweed because we're getting a bit of that come through, so we need to get in and dig as much of that out as possible. Yeah. Oh, for those, well, look away now if you're squeamish. I'll show you my cut from last week. It's getting itchy now. It's all good, but it is itchy. It is all good. Yeah, it's a bit pussy actually. It's gross. But I think that's just where I've hit it. So yeah, I think I'm going to crack on and I'll bring you back when I'm making beds. Right then, folks. Sometime later. And I am looking a mess. I do apologise. I will be having a haircut this week. But anyway, shed is done, fully finished, roof's complete. I just need to put the guttering up, so I need to get some stuff for that. So that's fine, but the shed is absolutely complete now. As in, the outside is water. I'm going to say watertight. It's not, because there's still gaps, but it's done anyway. We're happy. It needs a paint. Still a few jobs, but we'll get on with them as and when, really. So I've currently just started building beds. So, yeah, I've put this, they're going to be smaller beds. So essentially, I can get my words out. I'm going to use these bits, which are from the side of the old shed. So that's going to be my width of my new bed. And then we're just going to do them all the way going up then till we get to here. When we get to here, I've got a plan. Oh, this is where my strawberries are going to go, and I'm going to make this into a either 2, possibly 3 tier bed, depending on how much wood I've got. So this will be the last bed that I do, but I'm not in any rush to build them. I've got plenty to be getting on with. So I want to build this one today and the one probably next to it. So I've moved the plants purely because I want to get my parsnips, carrots and beetroot in. I want to put them in this new bed because I want to get the manure that's under all that tomorrow, put it in there. We'll see. So the other thing I've done, if I can get you in, I've cleared the onion bed now. Let's see if you can, I can't see, there you go. So I've cleared this onion bed. We've damaged 3 onions in the process, so I don't know whether or not they'll be all right. We'll see, but it's looking a lot better. You can see where the onions are now, which is great, and they're all coming on. If I adjust you slightly, they're all coming on lovely, to be fair. So there's one of the ones we damaged. There's some further along as well. But yeah, I'm quite happy with them. I don't know how we ended up with 2 next to each other. Maybe I did that, I don't know. but this does seem to be some missing from here, but I'm quite happy with that, really. It's looking good, looking really good. The comfrey's starting to get flowers or buds, which is nice. We've had a few butterflies. The gooseberries, I can't remember if I filmed it already, but just in case I haven't, thousands of buds on the gooseberries. Nice little butterfly floating about. And the bees have been absolutely loving it. There's been loads of bees. As you can see, we're starting to get some come through now, which is great. So if anyone has any ideas what to do with blueberries, let me know, because we always get stuck with what to do with them. I'm going to crack on with this raised bed, or these two raised beds. Ooh, can I get that? Nope, it's gone. Yeah, so I'm going to crack on with these two raised beds, get my bean poles. I still can't find my broad beans, runner beans. I don't know what I've done with them. I still need to sort that out, but it's not urgent. So yeah, let's crack on, and I'll bring you back later on. Morning folks, morning, Sunday. So there's a theme running now. I do work on a Saturday, I don't record much of it, and I come back on a Sunday to show you. It is what it is. I'm getting carried away, and I think because I just want stuff done so we can get planting and stuff, I don't really mind. I know I'm meant to be sort of documenting my journey, but I'm doing the best I can really. But let's get to the positives. What did I do yesterday? What did I actually do? Felted the shed roof, which is all done. I think I've shown you that already, so I won't show you again. It's a shed roof, it's been felted. But I did do, let's turn you around, 3 beautiful raised beds. So I've gone smaller, so to make things easier and just simpler for me, this is all the wood, so that were from the side of the shed. So they're all roughly the same size, they're not quite, but they're roughly the same size. So what I thought I'd do is use that as the width of the beds. So we've got them either end, and then the rest of the long boards and a short board together. But what that does mean, I'm liking the idea, because it means, like, instead of having a big bed, say like this one, where it's hard to get in the middle, you have to leave gaps to walk down, with these you can reach either side. So you can come in, there's enough room, I've checked, there's enough room to kneel down in there, and you can reach pretty much across the whole bed. But it means I could have a whole bed, because they're small, dedicated to one fruit or vegetable. For instance, parsnips. We could have a couple of rows of parsnips, and that's my parsnip bed. That's all of them done. That could be my carrot bed. That could be my, I don't know, broccoli bed, for instance. So yeah, I'm liking the idea of just having them all done like that, really. So what I want to do today is do the same for the other side. So have 3 beds this side if I can. I don't know, I've got a bit of a headache this morning, so we'll see how far we get. So that's what I'd like to do. But my first job is I want to start filling these beds. So I said there was a secret to be revealed. It's not really a secret, if I'm honest. Down here, under all of that, is horse manure from about 1.5 to 2 years ago. So I want to clear all this out and get to that horse manure this morning and start filling. I say this morning, it's 12 o'clock already, and start filling up those 3 beds. Now it's not going to be enough to fill them up. It's not enough to fill them all up. So if I can get a small layer in each, and then I can at least start planting in those. Try again. At least start planting in those 3 beds then, or 2 beds, wherever it may be. The other thing I want to do, I want to get the hoe out, and I just want to clear this bed. So I mentioned yesterday I've cleared the onion bed, so that's had a water. I'll give it another water this evening when I come back up, just because it has been hot. We are due rain this week, so I'm not too worried, but I do want to give everything just a bit of a watering, just so we're they're not going out. And then I can't find my runner beans. I don't know what I've done with them. I don't know if they're in the shed. I don't know. I've put them somewhere, can't find them. So I don't know whether to order more or to keep looking, really. So yeah, that's the plan. Again, I don't know how much of this I'm going to film. I just want to get on with it now to get it done. So come back. The next bit you'll see is wherever we get to. So yeah, I'll see you shortly. Right, hopefully you can hear me. It's gone a bit windy. I just thought I'd come and show you quickly. So I've pulled all this out. These are all fig tree branches I took down from up there, and the one we dug up here. So I've just broken them down. They'll get wood chipped and we'll use them for pathways. Sorting out down here now. So we've got an old window which is broken. That needs to go to skip. That needs to go to skip. Any ideas what I can use these for, or shall I just skip them? They're from a base of a greenhouse. I don't know. Any uses? I was thinking, could I drill holes in it and have it as a giant seed tray for like peas and stuff, and then just transfer that into the ground? I don't know, let me know. Where to start? So I've cleared out the wood from here, and you can see the manure just down there. It is full, and I mean absolutely full of bindweed. I've just pulled all this out. It's absolutely full of bindweed. So what I'll do before I put it in the beds, I'll put it through a sieve just to get out the main chunks of bindweed. Whether I'll get it all, I don't know, but ideally I don't want any left in, really. So I'll have to go through that. Any ideas how to treat it other than weed killer? Ideally I don't want to use weed killer, but any suggestions? Otherwise I'll just be pulling it out. So yeah, I've just got a few bits of wood, but I thought I'd start working my way here. There's still some greenhouse stuff in here, but I thought we'd pull that out and get that moving. And then what I want to do is shift all the wood back there once all that's gone, so that that can rot down quite nicely, and we can use that as wood chip. And then any rubbish like the old greenhouse frame can go in there until we're ready, well, till the council arrange a bin day for us, really. But there's all sorts in there, absolutely all sorts. So yeah, that's the plan. I just wanted to show you that. We've still got loads of metal that needs to go move before as well. But yeah, that was 2 years ago. That was a ton of manure. It's amazing how much it does rot down. Admittedly, I used some, not much, but I have used some. So admittedly, some of it has been used. So I'm going to crack on with that now. I'm going to start shifting it and sieving it. I don't know if I'll film that. We'll see. And yeah, I'll move some of these tree bits as well. But yeah, look at the comfrey. How fantastic has that come on in the last couple of weeks? Unbelievable. Starting to get some flower buds, which is lush. The bees will be loving that. They're already loving the gooseberries. These ones are coming on as well. And the lavender, whoosh, the lavender, that's coming on as well. So yeah, that's enough of me waffling. I'm going to crack on. I'll see you shortly. So this is the first barrow I've pulled out. And as you can see, it is littered, and I mean littered, with bindweed roots. Look at that. So what we're going to do, I've got my sieve. I'm going to start sieving through it and start pulling it out. So let's see if we can get you set up. Can I get you in the barrow? Oh, do you know what? I think I can. So what I'm going to do, just to give you some idea of what we're working with. But look how beautiful that is. Absolutely stunning. 2-year-old. Gotta watch out for those buggers. Manure. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So I'm just going to break up all the big lumps as best I can, because there'll always be little roots hanging about in these. And what I've done is I've brought just a plant pot really, just to pick out, you know, because I don't want it going into the beds as much as possible really. So we've got that so far. Let's keep sieving. See, any little bits at all we don't want. And the mesh I've got is quite fine, so even like these bits is picking out, which is great. So all I'm going to do, this does take time, I will admit, it does take time, and it is a faff, but it's better than having bindweed all the way through your beds. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to get everything out, there's no way, but it just minimises it, and hopefully you can catch it early then. Any rubbish or plastic you can take out. The wood chip I'll leave in, I'm not too bothered about that if I'm honest, but if it doesn't pass through, it doesn't pass through. So we'll just keep moving this about, squishing it. The mesh is quite fine. And I'm not, you want to put a little bit of force on it, but not too much. There you go. And then all this we'll keep to one side. And then what I'll do is, anything I can see on the surface, I'm just going to pull that out again. Look at that. See? It's absolutely horrific stuff. But that is absolutely beautiful manure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through this a few times, and then I will start sieving it through into the beds. Okay. Beautiful. Not many worms in it though. I wonder if that's because of where it was. But we'll see. Alright, I'm going to crack on. I'll bring you back once I've filled up a bed. Right then folks, I think I'm done for the day. It's 2:15. My headache's getting worse. And I've had enough if I'm honest. So I'm going home. But before I do, I'll show you around quickly. We've done one wheelbarrow worth of manure. And this is what we've got. Beautiful, beautiful, well-rotted manure. Look at that. So it's done about a quarter or a third of this bed. I know it's going to compact, and I know it's not going to go, it's not full, so which is fine really. We'll carry on with that next week, but at least we've got a good start to it. So that's done. The amount of bindweed we pulled out was this. How much bindweed can one person pull out? Well, this is just one wheelbarrow full. So I'll take you down the plot now, and I'll show you how far we've got really. Ignore the mess, we're sorting this out. So we've only got that far in, and you can see by there how much bindweed. The further I go back, the more there is. It appears to be. So this is going to be a long, arduous process, I reckon. But there's still, I reckon, another 2 or 3 barrows worth that we can pull out, which is good. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's probably going to be a short one this week, purely because, so I'm picking up tools, purely because I just can't be bothered. And everyone has days like that, I'm sure. Let me know in the comments if you have days where it's a lot to take on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the wheelbarrow and that there ready to go. I need to find a bag to put those bindweed in, the roots in. So I'll find a bag to put that in. But I might try and get down in the week. If I do, I'll post a video. But if not, hope everyone's having a good year so far in terms of growing and that and getting ready. And I will see you next week probably. Cheers all.